Hi and welcome to the Get Started Fast with Avid Pro Tools S6 video series. My name is Gil Gowing, Pro Audio Solution Specialist for Avid. With S6 version 2.0 software, you now have the ability to spill VCA masters, place layouts, track types, and even entire workstations into either a left or right spill zone. This video will go over the setup and basics of this new functionality. In prior versions of S6 software, layouts always took over the entire surface when active. And with VCA spill, the spilled tracks were shown alongside of the tracks that were already on the surface. Neither of these views were bankable beyond what was currently shown. With version 2.0, you now have left and right spill zones to spill VCAs and place layouts, track types, and workstations into without having to either take over the entire surface or merge spilled tracks with what is already being shown on the surface. These zones can be defined with any number of channels and can be banked. The L spill and R spill switches on the master module are color-coded depending on what type function are currently being displayed in the zone. Dark green is VCA masters, light green is VCA slaves, dark blue are layouts, and light blue are track types and workstations. If the spill zone switch is lit white, then that zone is the current bankable zone. If the spill zone switches are not lit white, then the top level of the surface is bankable if any of those tracks are currently displayed. Navigating and recalling tracks to the surface as needed with this new functionality will speed up your mixing and editing workflows, no matter the size of the surface you are using. So first, let's take a look at how to define the spill zones. To configure the zones, on the master module, go to Settings, Surface, then touch Config. At the bottom of the screen, you will see a menu selection. To define the left zone, touch L spill. The surface will dim and the touchscreen will display the current surface configuration. If there is a current spill configuration present, the attention switches on the fader modules will be purple. If not, they will be green. To define the channel range, press the green attention switch on the channel you want the zone to start on, then press the green attention switch on the channel you want to end on. The range of attention switches on the fader modules will be purple for that zone, and there will be a purple bar under the channels on the master module configuration page. You can use clear to delete the current configuration, undo to correct a mistake, or cancel to leave the previous configuration in place. Once you have the zone defined as you want, press Done to accept the new zone. You can then repeat this process for creating the right zone. Next, let's take a look at how to recall tracks into the spill zones. To recall a layout into a zone, first press the L spill or R spill switch on the master module. Then press Layouts. This will bring up the list of currently loaded layouts onto the soft keys. Press the switch next to the layout you want to recall. That layout is now populated into that spill zone. Depending on how you have the soft key preferences set, the list of layouts will either still be visible on the soft keys, or once the layout is selected, the soft keys will return to their previous view. You can also choose a layout to populate the spill zone by being in Tracks view on the master module and using the Recall menu on the touchscreen. Note that the spill switch is white and that the zone can be banked with the bank and nudge switches on the master module. Pressing the spill switch again will take the zone out of banking mode, but will leave it populated. To clear the zone, hold Shift and press the spill switch. A quick and easy way to populate a spill zone with tracks that have not been set up in a layout is to use the spill function from the Tracks page on the master module. Press the L spill or R spill switch on the master module, then select Assign from the menu bar on the touchscreen. This will allow you to select tracks you want to place into the spill zone. Once you have the track selected, two more menu items will appear. The first one, Select None, will deselect any tracks you have selected. Pressing the second one, Spill, will place all of the currently selected tracks on the touchscreen into the selected spill zone. This method lets you quickly get tracks you need access to onto the surface. To recall a certain track type to a spill zone, press the L spill or R spill switch to choose what zone to spill into. Then, press the Type switch on the master module. This will bring up a menu of the current track types in the open session on the soft keys. Press the switch next to the track type you want to recall. That track type is now populated into that spill zone. Note that the spill switch is white and that the zone can be banked with the bank and nudge switches on the master module, just like layouts. Pressing the zone switch again will take the zone out of banking mode, but will leave it populated. To clear the zone, hold Shift and press the spill switch. You can do this same process with any attached workstation to spill an entire workstation into a zone without having to build a layout. There are a couple of ways to spill a VCA master into a spill zone. The first way is to press the menu switch on the VCA master track on the fader module. This will bring up several choices on the channel's OLED display above the menu switch. The bottom two choices, Spill L and Spill R, are the same as they have been, spilling the slaves right next to the master. The top two choices, Zone L and Zone R, are new choices to spill the slaves into the left or right zones. Holding menu and pressing select will spill the slaves into the left spill zone, and holding menu and pressing swap will spill the slaves into the right spill zone. With the VCA spilled, the VCA master's menu switch will be lit dark green, and the menu switches on the slaves will be lit light green. Also, the zone switch will be lit dark green, indicating that a spilled VCA is currently populating that zone. If there are more tracks that can currently be displayed in a zone, press the zone switch to make that zone bankable. It will then be lit white. To collapse the spill, either press a lit menu switch on a slave channel or hold Shift and press the zone switch on the master module. The second way to spill a VCA into a spill zone is to use the automatic spill of attention VCA preference from the tracks page gear icon on the master module. Here, you can set to have the VCA spilled when attentioning a VCA master in one of the following ways. Spill left on attention track fader, spill right on attention track fader, spill zone left, spill zone right, or off. We will set this to spill zone left. Now when you attention a VCA master from either the attention switch on a fader module or from attention mode from the track screen on the master module, the VCA will spill into the left zone and the VCA master will be placed on the attention track fader. To collapse the spill, either press the lit menu switch on the VCA master or slaves, or hold Shift and press the zone switch on the master module. Another feature in using this method is that you can attention slave tracks to the master module without collapsing the spill zone. Spill zones are a great new addition with the S6 version 2.0 software update. Being able to define zones on the surface to populate VCAs, layouts, track types, and even entire workstations will allow for faster workflows and more flexibility. Thanks for watching, and let S6 inspire your creativity.